In this video, we're going to cover how to create a dynamic JSP utilizing the APIs available from the global.jsp that we included in the page in the last video. So what's going to happen is if someone goes to the company page, it's going to display the information about the company page. If someone goes to the services page, this JSP will display the information about that particular page. And all these APIs are available to us in the CQ libraries that we included in the global.jsp. So let's explore how to do this. Now to make this easy, I've actually included a code snippets here just to save on some typing here. So remember we copied this to our desktop earlier. So go into the code snippets here and go into the student files / e-learning here. And you'll see we have a file in here called page_render3.rtf. I'll just open that up. This is a rich text file, so you'll see it opens up TextEdit here on the Mac. And I'm just going to copy all the HTML directly from here. And then we're going to walk through this code. But go ahead and copy that to your clipboard, just like so. Okay, and then open up the content page.jsp and paste that HTML directly below the content page.jsp. And you'll see here that I have my HTML page, and then at the head of the page, you'll see I'm using the current page object right here, and I'm just saying get title. So that's going to get the current title, and again, if there is no current title, it's going to get the name, as you see there, and that's going to put it, of course, in the header of the page. And then I'm going to use the properties object, and the properties object, you can almost think of this querying the JCR, it's almost like querying a database, right? And you can see here, this is going to the properties object, and then I'm going in and I'm getting where I am in the JCR, because remember in CQ, everything is content. So remember, if we look inside of the content folder here, you'll see each particular page, of course. So for example, if I go to training site right here, and then I go to English, and then I go to company, as you can see, that this, of course, has a title that it can actually go. So here's the JCR title, and I can simply use this properties object to query that title directly from the JCR. And that's going to display that on the page. So that's very nice. So that's an example of using the properties object. You'll also see that there's a current page object. So again, whatever current page I'm on, I can simply just say get title, get name, get path, even get depth, as you see with those different methods. And I can also use the current node object depending on where I am in the repository. Because again, remember, everything is stored here in the content section of the repository, so it's very important. So here you'll see I have the current node object, current node.getProperty, .getName, .getPath, and I can utilize any one of those different objects to get the information that I need and render that information on the page. So go ahead and save your content page.jsp, and then let's go back into CQ, and I'm going to go to my websites here, and let's go to my training site, and you should see, for example, if I go to the company page, and you should see, okay, it gets the title, the company, I can see the company, I can even see the path where it's stored in the repository. So it's content, training site, English, company. I can see the depth, and I can see that. Now if I go to a different page, so let's say I go to services instead of company, you'll see that, again, this gives me the information about the services page and not the company page. So those APIs allow me to create a dynamic JSP to render content wherever it's actually stored in the repository. Very, very powerful, and it gives web developers a huge amount of freedom because they're not directly tied back to the database.